Hello students, today we are going to do from class 10th or chapter number 8 trigonometry. From this chapter we are going to do today's identities. There are three identities. First of them is given by sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Other form of this, by shifting one of them we get this one, sin square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta, and cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sin square theta. Second of the identity is given by secant square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. Otherwise we can say secant square theta minus 1 is equal to tangent square theta. Otherwise, secant square theta minus tangent square theta is equal to 1. Third one is same on this basis. Cosecant square theta is equal to 1 plus cotangent square theta. Cosecant square theta minus 1 is equal to cotangent square theta. And cosecant square theta minus cotangent square theta is given by 1. There are three identities with two alternate options. Today we are going to do proof of this. First of all, we are going to do proof of first identity by using Pythagoras theorem. We know that in Pythagoras theorem, square of hypotenuse is equal to square of base plus square of perpendicular. There are three parameters: hypotenuse, base and perpendicular. First one we are going to divide by h square. What we get here? H square divided by h square, b square by h square, and p square by h square. Left hand side become 1. It becomes square of b with h. It becomes square of p with h. As we know, by the rule of Pandit Badri Prasad, p by h is given by sin square theta. b by h whole square become here cos square theta. So this proves our first identity. In Pythagoras theorem, h square is equal to b square plus p square. Now we are going to divide by b here, means divide by square of b. We get here h square by b square is equal to b square by b square plus p square by b square. If we see, left hand side become square of h by b, it become 1, it become p by b whole square. We know that h by b is the reciprocal of b by h. b by h is given by cos theta, so it becomes reciprocal of cos secant square theta is equal to 1 plus tangent square theta. Now, using again by Pythagoras theorem, we are having this result. If we divide by now third parameter p square, we get h square by p square is equal to b square by p square plus p square by p square. We get square of h by p, first value, second value square of b by p, and third value become 1. So it become 1 plus, we know that p by b is tangent theta, it become reciprocal of tangent cotangent square theta. It is p by h reciprocal, so it become reciprocal of sine. Like this we can prove all identities. Now we are going to take examples. Our first example is write down cos A, tangent A, secant A in term of sin A. To do these type of question, first we have to identify the link. Like this, cos of A has identity between sin A. So using cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sin square theta. So value of cos A become square root of this value. This is part 1 completed. Now tangent A, we know that it is given by sin A by cos A. Sin A remains same. The value of cos A we use from here, it is square root 1 minus sine square A. Second part is done. Now we are going to move secant A. This is the reciprocal of cos A. So it becomes 1 upon square root 1 minus sine square A. So this completes first type of question. In this example, we have to prove secant A in bracket 1 minus sine A, another bracket secant A plus tangent A is equal to 1. If you see here, we do not know identity like this. So we are going to change secant A can be written as 1 by cos and tangent can be written as sine A by cos A. First bracket remains same and value of secant A we can write 1 by cos A. Solving this bracket by taking LCM cos A, it becomes 1 plus sine A. First bracket remains same. This is 1 by cos A. First data remains same. It is become A minus B, A plus B. So by identity A square minus B square. This LCM remains same. If we simplify 1 minus sine square theta from first identity, we know that it is cos square theta. Downside cos A multiply cos A, it also become cos square. Both are same, cancel out, so we get 1 as a answer. Now statement is given cotangent A minus cos A divided by cotangent A plus cos A. We have to prove cosecant A minus 1 divided by cosecant A plus 1. If we see right hand side, cosecant is a reciprocal of sine and cotangent also contain reciprocal of sine in it. So we are doing from left hand side. Cotangent can be written as cos by sine minus cos A divided by cos A by sine A plus cos A. We need only 1 by sine A. So taking cos A common from numerator, we get 1 by sine A, which is reciprocal of sine, become cosecant A minus 1. Same, cos A common from denominator, 1 by sine A plus 1. This value cancel out. 1 by sine A become cosecant A minus 1. 1 by sine A become cosecant A plus 1. So this proves our right hand side. We have to prove now sine theta minus cos theta plus 1 divided by sine theta plus cos theta minus 1 is given by 1 upon secant theta minus tangent theta, otherwise secant theta plus tangent theta. This is an important question from examination point of view. If we see our right hand side, secant theta and tangent theta. Secant theta is the reciprocal of cos, means cos comes in denominator. Tangent theta is given by sine theta by cos theta, means cos comes in denominator. So we divide by cos theta. Divide by cos theta in numerator and denominator. So we get from here sine theta by cos theta minus cos theta by cos theta plus 1 by cos theta divided by sine theta by cos theta plus cos theta by cos theta minus 1 by cos theta. If you see here, sine theta by cos theta become tangent. This value become 1. This value become secant theta in denominator. Sine theta by cos theta is our tangent theta. It become 1. Next become secant. If you see answer required in denominator, so we are going to use identity. Replace 1 because we have required only t ratios. We know that 1 can be written as secant square theta minus tangent square theta. So we are using this and writing this at the last of it. 1 we are taking at the last, tangent theta minus secant theta. 1 value can be written as secant square theta minus tangent square theta. Here we are going to use a square minus b square formula. Tangent minus secant as it is. This is changed by identity. A square minus b square. A plus b, a minus b. Numerator remains same, no change. If you see here, this term and this terms are same, only change of minus symbol. So taking common from here, tangent theta plus secant theta minus 1. We are taking common here secant theta minus tangent theta. From here, what we left? From here we are lefting with secant plus tangent. If you see this term, Tangent theta is opposite sign, secant is also opposite sign. If we take common, minus 1 left. If you see, this bracket cancel out, so we get 1 upon secant theta minus tangent theta. If we rationalize this one, we can reach up to this part like this. Rationalize secant theta plus tangent theta, secant theta plus tangent theta. We get this one. Upper asterisk, downside we get a minus b, a plus b under 3, which is given by a square minus b square, and it is 1. So it can be written as secant theta plus tangent theta. So I hope you all understand this one.